Okay, guys, this is Truck CB Sales 4-pill raffle for the HG 2879s. Let's move a few things around here while we're getting a little audience together here. 50th broadcast, it says. See, this is the brand new HG 2879. That's a new design. This particular unit here is what's up, Rodney? This particular Mark, what's up? I know you're eating your dinner on a TV tray at this point. This is Truck CB Sales asked me to, commissioned me to build him a new HG 2879 straight 4-pill. We're going to run multiple tests tonight on this. As you can see, this is the HG 001. This is the reason why I labeled it this way. This is in this design. I know Mark 27 Ratchet out there in California, he just posted one that said that he got the 001 4-pill. Yeah, he did, the first retrofit one. So just to clarify that, this is really a first off of production. It is going for a raffle. So whoever gets this box, man, they're going to be very, very pleased with it. Runs really good. So we're going to run a live test. We're going to try not to break it. No promises here, but we have multiple power supplies tonight. We're going to be running 14.8 volts. That's what we're going to start with here. And we're going to start right out of the gates with the Texas Star running at 100 watts. I backed the voltage down on my radio so it will produce 10 watts bird. And I'm going to show you that here in a moment. And then as we go on through the testing, we're going to increase the voltage of the radio and show you how you can supplement things. So if you don't want the driver, etc. And then we'll be ended up hooking it up to this power supply up here. This is the new 360. And it... I think I got this one to where it'll sit down about 15.2. So just in case someone has a power supply that runs around 15.1, 15.2, it's all good. So we got some viewers up in here. You guys want to tag a few more people? I'm gonna start this test. So we're gonna go ahead and cut off the new 360, and we're just gonna run Hong Kong Fooey, the old grandpa of them all, man. That was the birthrights right there. So here we go. We're gonna cut this amp off. Cut Tech Star off, and we are going to take and turn this 25 watt slug around. 25 watt slug there. Let me get this out of the way. This is a 1,000 watt slug that we always test on, and that's going to be in the carriage. So once again, this is a raffle box. This is going in Truck CB Sales. I think the raffle is going to go off here in the next couple days. So I think it's $1 to get in. Dude, get in, man. It's a whole system. You're getting antennas. Get a radio, it's going to drive this thing. Hopefully it drives it really good. So going back to this test, we're going to run Cobra 29, 14.1 volts on a 25 watt bird slug. And that is the top scale. Audio 10 watts. That's what we're going to drive, 10 watts. We're going to drive that 10 watts into this Texas Star on the low side, but the high side of the low. So that's turned up all the way. So it's going to produce about 100 watts. I'm going to take and flip these slugs real quick, and I will take and plug that 25 watt slug back in a moment just to show you guys what the input reflect is between the two amplifiers. A lot of builders out there are trying, and I give them props for trying, but you all need to get your benches right. You need to take and make sure your coax is correct. You need to take and show these things I'm showing you. I mean, I don't care. I've been doing this so long, the more the merrier. But with that said, you guys got to get your benches right. So we're going to look at the drive watts of this driver real quick before I flush this thing into the hole, into this 4-pill. So there's a 250 watt bird slug. Be looking at top scale right here. This is the Texas Star driver. I'm not too concerned about my dead key right now. Audio. We're going to call that 110 bird. Okay. I'm going to drop 110 watts bird into this 4-pill. RMS, average, whatever you guys want to say. Obviously, I got a lot of things going on, so I'm not reading you guys' texts. If you are typing, I'm not doing it. So, okay, well, we know our drive. Okay, we know what that is. So, just for real quick, just to show you, I'm going to back this all the way down. All right, let's see what this unit does all the way down. Low side. 250 watt slug. This is off. Let's see what this does all the way down. Audio, man, not even 50 watts. Yeah, that's right, 250. Yeah, Not even 50. Okay, so that's what that does. Well, let's run the amp like that. Change the slug real quick. Since we know what everything's doing on the drive side, let's see what my input reflex are. Ayo. That's about 1 watt. 25 watt bird slug. Okay. Low side of Texas Star. Output power. Ayo. 310 watts. There you go. I mean, that just shows you drive does what it does. So let's crank this up. Let's go halfway. We'll go in between. All right. Let's set dead key a little bit. Try and set dead key. There we go. She's moving now. Okay. Ayo. So that's like 480 watts bird right there. 480 audio. 480. Look at your input reflect. Ayo. Same 1 watt. I mean, these HGs are just rock stars. Here's your voltage. Ayo. All right. I think I got an amp meter. My big one's kind of need a 9-volt battery. Since I live in the country, I really don't go out to the stores every day. Well, let's hook up an amp meter here. Oh, where's the line? Here's one. All right, go to an amp meter. We'll zero this out. Let's see. Let's see what we're drawing there at. Let's see our output power. Ayo, 450, 480 watts. Here's our amperage at that. Ayo, 66 amps. I'm grooving with that. All right, so moving forward, I'm gonna hit it with more drive. What did we say? About $1.15, I think. Yeah, that's what it was. About $1.15. Let's drop my carrier down just a little bit. Yeah, a whole lot. A lot more. A little bit more. Okay. So keying about 100. There's close to 200. Okay, so 200 watt carrier. High side of the low side of the Texas Star. Ayo. 600 watts, 580. You guys see that one? Ayo, ayo. Uh-oh. 620. Ayo, ayo. Oh, 650. Hey man, both hands are full right here. I mean, I'm holding my phone with one and another. Let's see our amps. Ayo. 82 amps. Hey, we almost forgot input reflect. Ayo. Good golly. It only went up about a half point, so I'm about 1.5 watts input reflect. Now, I'm on the low side. Well, this is the high side. See, that's the low side. And when you're on the high side Texas Star, that knob don't work anymore. So that's the low side. I'm on the high side of the low side right there. So high side of the low side. But anyhow, the box is running really, really good. Now, if you guys give me a second, I'm going to switch power supplies. I'm not even going to jack with the radio voltage, man. I'm going to leave this thing. I'm running 10 watts bird into my Texas Star, and then return, I'm putting about 115 watts of drive into this unit. So, let's do one more test. Let's see what she can take. Want to see what she's going to take? I ain't going to break it for you, Brian, because I don't like fixing these things. Let's back the dead key down. Let's get a carrier. Oh, she's wanting to go. Alright, that's cool. Alright, so here carrier. I'm on the high side Texas Star. It's like $1.50, $1.60 going into this. Your output power right here, 1,000 watt slug. Ayo. 740 watts. Let's see what our amps are. Ayo. 90 amps. That's damn dangerous, ain't it? And there's your voltage. Ayo. 14.7. Look at your power again. Ayo. 750, 760 watts bird. So, yeah, how much? I see it, Brian. 2879 HGs. This box is going for Raffle. Buy your flipping tickets, man. And you know how Brian does it. Once he exceeds the price of the package, he gives extra. Read all about it. Truck CB sales. I'm promoting you like big time, brother. $1 a piece, he says. So, hell. let's put this back on the low side. I don't want to break the man's box, but we're going to increase the volts. So give me a second. Let me find something to set my phone in here. What are you doing, Molly? You say hi to everybody on Facebook? I can get a little sucker stand here where I can, if I can hang my phone up for a second here and I can hook up a couple cables. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to get this dialed up. Well, it ain't going to work that way. Let me just set that there. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm having a hard time with this. I don't know where to stick this thing. Let's see if this works. Well, it's going to be too bright. Well, screw it. I'm just going to set the phone down, man. Y'all hang tight for a second. Here, we'll get to U.S. Post Office. Thank you, U.S. Post Office, for being in service for many, many years. Alright, so we're hooking up. We're unhooking this power supply. I don't have no cameraman today. We're hooking up the new 360 amp power supply. It's going to run about 15 volts, 15.1 in this unit. And we're not going to change none of our drive levels. We're just going to increase our voltage a little bit. So here we go. We're back up and running. So now we have the 360 up here. Brand new unit. Today is actually the first unit. This is the first unit this one's breathing off of right here. So I'm running the 360. I'm running only one switch. It's a 90 amps right there. So maybe we'll get this voltage to drop down a little bit since we hit like 90, 92 amps, but I got some headroom. Alright, so got cables hooked up. See, big cable ground. There we go. There we go. Didn't change none of the drives. That's still wide open. And there's that power supply. So let's look at the key. Bring up carrier. Sound like my furnace is turning on. Audio. 620 watts bird right there. Let's look at our volts. Audio. It's at 15 volts. Here's your amperage. Audio. 80 amps. Here, let's make the volts stick. Audio. All right, 15 too. So we're gonna hold 0.2 of a volt more. All right. Here we go. Wrong meter. Audio. Same deal, man. Here, let's really hit this thing. Drop the dead key down. Drop her down. Drop her down. Not too low. Cool. All right, here we go. Audio. 720, 730. Input reflect. High side. Audio. Man, that thing's just hanging so low. It's like these young kids, they got their pants halfway down their ankles. That input reflect is ridiculously slow. Low, low, low. So let's see here. Well, I've been beating on this thing for a while. I ain't had no lid on it the whole time. Got a little heat. Let's see what our heat signature looks like. 110 degrees. It's not terrible. 99 cores. 129. Not bad for not running a fan on this test. So there you have it. This is probably I'll be able to repost this video on Facebook because I didn't play music and I didn't cuss a lot, I don't think. But anyhow, there you go. This is the HG 2879 2879 4-pill. Hold on. I'll plug that real quick. 2879 4-pill, and that's getting raffled off. When's it getting raffled off, Brian? When you doing that? Yeah, no, I need to hook up the fan, but I got to plug in solder in there and do that. When you guys raffling off that box, Brian? A little bit of a shot. I vacuumed the other day. I need to vacuum again. Grab a lid. Hi, Molly. Hi. Okay. So, this is a fan lid for it. I unplugged it before I can just set it on top, but that's kind of hard to do one-handed. Ratchet's wife has a arm in a sling right now. Feel for you, baby. Alright, so I missed it. I don't know how to scroll down. Brian, repost when you're doing your raffle again on this unit. Don't know. I don't know when he's going to do the raffle. Anyway, dollar raffle. Oh, Saturday night. I see it now. I'm sorry, Brian. Okay, Saturday night, the raffle. $1 ticket You get, I believe it's a Dave-made antenna, Dave-made puck mount, a striker radio, and then this unit here. Now, what you get with this unit, there's two 10-gauge wires coming out of it. All right. There's no furnished ground, so you have a ground bolt. You see how I got this? This is kind of big, but you have a 5/16 bolt on the back, so you hook a cable right up to it. You know, I suggest anybody who has an amplifier in their truck or car, hell, even their house, get a quick disconnect. You can go to Airgas and get these quick disconnects. They look just like this. This one's from Airgas. I think it's called Radon welding connectors is what they are. Work really nice. You only need to put it on your power. I suggest on your ground, you bolt it right to here, and you bolt it to your battery, and you're good. Now you know you got a good ground there. As far as your power goes, yeah, you want to, if you got to disconnect this thing really fast, you want to get real good quick disconnect. Obviously, this box pulled 90 amps, I think, man. We popped off 740 watts. So, just to go to show you, the HG 2879s are just flipping insane. What's up, Mike? How are you tonight? I tried to run a more realistic on my radios instead of taking and having a derail 12-watt radio going into it. I backed it down. I simply just dropped my voltage down because normally, man, I set this up. I normally don't do this, but I set this up where I can crank my voltage up, and I hooked up a voltmeter so I know where I'm at. You know, let me pop this lid real quick because I don't want to. Well, it's not plugged in, but here's 25-watt slug. Just to show you these radios. Cut this off. When you have control over your radios, these radios can actually take these hits of these volts. You know, we're at 15 volts. Audio, 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 audio. See, it's not moving. All right, now here's your 25-watt slug. See, that's going right into the amplifier. Audio. Shoot, man, that's like 11. Let's see, that's 12 and a half in between 15, 10 or 15. Audio. 11 and a half, 12 watts bird. Crank them up. We'll go 15.5. Ayo! Just keeps on going up. But backing it down, that's why I put this on here, if I can back it down. Look, I'll back this thing way down. So if people don't have all these radios that does this higher power stuff, there's 12.8. Let's see what this 12-watt radio does at 12.8. Ayo! Wow, man, that's quite a bit of difference right there. 10 watts is at the 10. Ayo. Alright, so that's like 7.5, almost 8-watt bird radio. Now here's realistic wattage that most people has on their radios. Guys get screwdrivers, wire cutters, and you'll do some bad shit to your radios. But you get your stuff tuned up properly, you get a good signal clean going into the amplifier runs really clean. So, just for kicks, let's see what this thing does. Same test with that wide open. This radio doing like 7 watts bird. Man, it's getting hot in here. Here, let's even go even better. I'm going to try to unhook this shit one-handed. Let me shut this power supply off. We'll leave a little Hong Kong Phooey up there running. Work with me, guys. I'm trying to fight one hand here. Alright, got that one. Got to hook up a ground. Alright, so here we go. We got a radio that's going to run like 6 watts bird. Better turn that around. Here, let's run that real quick. Let's double check our wattage of radios. We're at 12.8, 25 watt slug. One more time. 10 watts is 10 watts. In the middle there, between 5 and 10 is 7.5 watts. Audio. Agreeably 8 watts. Yeah, that's cool. All right. So let's go to the low side of the Texas Star. Turn this input that way. Turn this thing back on. And let's see what this rig will do with this. Let me get a dead key. Dead key this thing a little bit. Alright. Now this is an 8-watt radio driving into the Texas Star here. Let's see how many watts the Texas Star is doing with the 8 watts. Okay, let me cut this off. Sorry, man, I'm bouncing all over trying to cover a lot of shit in one little bit of time here. Ayo, Texas Star, about 90 watts. Okay, here's your wattage, 14.7 volts. Ayo, 550, man, ain't nothing to frown on. That's 550 right there. So you put 90 to 100 watts into this 4-pill, and we're at 14.7 audio, 14.7 volts. Most people got 14.7 in their truck, maybe 14.2 if you're a super trucker. But just to give you an idea, realistically, this amplifier has all the capabilities of taking the drive and all the capabilities of taking the drive of a higher drive radio. So if I turn my volts up on my radio, sure, I can make that radio do 10, 12 watts bird. I could dump it in my Texas Star. What's it going to do? More power. So I have a lot of control and manipulation on how I run my stuff on my bench. So now when somebody calls me up and says, "Hey, Danny, I need an amp, man," and I'll say, "Okay," I'll ask them questions like a doctor. What kind of radio you got? Well, I got this super hoopty striker and does this many watts, and I'm like, okay, I'll try to simulate those watts. They say I got a Cobra 29 and it does 28 watts peak dozy. Okay, I don't have a dozy, so I kind of guess at that part of it. But with that said, I'm going to try to simulate the wattage that people actually have. And then if I don't feel they ain't got enough watts, I'm going to send them off to a radio technician somewhere out in the country and say, do them a good radio and hook them up and do your job. So with all of that said, and some of you guys came in kind of late, and I understand you're working or you're not working and you just came in late on the clip. This is going to be a rebroadcast because I didn't play music and I did that on purpose. So we can rebroadcast this. So Truck CB Sales, this is your 4-pill that you purchased, so you commissioned me to build, and thank you very much. I was very happy to do it for you, and just kind of fiddle around with it all day, and I could have probably knocked it out in a few hours, but I just took my time, and it is the 001 4-pill, and it is HG 2879s on 1.5-inch cores. The system that I put together, I spent about a month trying to break these suckers, and I couldn't break them. I mean, literally could not break these transistors. Super rugged. A lot of builders are using them, and good. I hope they figure it out. And please, if you're a builder, don't call me and ask me, well, you can't figure out this or that. You know, I'm not going to tell you. You just got to get your screwdrivers out and get your tuner parts out and learn. But anyways, these amplifiers are running extremely well. So with that said, let's put the crank on this thing again. Where are we at on this? Let's go on up to some drive watts here. Let's put that at what were we at before? 14.2? Yeah, 14.2. Okay, so let's see what our drive watts are now. 110 watts. Yeah, 110 watts. Let's back it down to 100. We can get radios to do 100 watts. Yo, damn it, man, this is hard to do. Yo, well, let's do this a different way. Back this down again. Yo, I want 90 watts. Is what I want. Yo, 100. Man, it's pretty bad when you got too many freaking watts. Yo, still can't get it down. My God, man. Yo, all right, there's about 100 watts of drive right there. And let's throw this 25 watt input reflect back in the hole. 44 people joined us. Thank you all taking the time out to look at my little mad scientist shit going on over here. All right, let's set dead key here. That's definitely set dead key. There we go, about 200 watts. This is 90 watts, 100 watts of drive. Boy, that lamp is just a wicked sucker, isn't it? Oh, that's much better. I didn't think shut that off. Ayo! 580. Turn it on again. Ooh, that's bright. Ayo! 580, 580, 580. So, and that's at 100 watts of drive. Yo! What the hell? Oh, that's my input reflect. I'm like, what the hell happened? Ayo, that's input reflect. Change this thing again. Clearance! Keep you confused. That's the whole name of the game. I'm trying to teach y'all something, man. You ain't supposed to be getting confused. There's a little round hat and a stool over in the corner if you ain't getting this, man. Alright, so this needs to go this way. Phone died, you'll be back. Okay, Brian. Alright, here's your drive. Ayo! Right under 100. Let's crank it up. Let's crank it up. Let's crank it up. Crank it up, crank it up, crank it up, crank it up, crank it up. 14.5. Ayo! There's 110 watts of drive. So that Dickie. Alright, 110 watts worth of drive. 1,000 watts load. Ayo! 600 watts. I can do the same test over and over and over again all night, but we're not going to do that. Been in here long enough, so once again, Truck CB Sales is going to raffle off this brand new HG 2879. Well, kind of brand new. I've been running it, but it's seated now, so everything is everything's good. I haven't tortured it too much, no worse than what I normally do. If these things are going to break, I want them to happen here where I can fix them. But that said, I don't have often many die on my bench under testing. Very rarely. So, Truck CB Sales is going to raffle this off. Get your tickets. He's got a link coming up. And they're $1 a ticket. You get a, I think it's Striker radio, Brian. A Dave-made antenna, a Dave-made puck mount, and a brand new 2017 001 4-pill. Now, you're going to see these 001s come up. And when you do, they ain't nothing more special. They're just, it's the beginning of the line. So, this is the very first 4-pill that I built brand new. I built it for trucks. By the way, this is a 30 amp relay. Not a 5 amp relay, 30 amp relay here. Yeah, it's a Chinese relay. It's all good. It's still 30 amps. But with that said, the whole damn thing is 30 amps. Cut in half, 15 amps and 15 amps. So, everyone's like, oh, I got this great big relay. Look at it. I ain't going to go into it. But anyway, you got a 30 amp relay in here. We have, quote unquote, stiffening caps. Okay, no, we have caps in here. They work. We have a back-fed B+. I'm not going through and directly to the pills. Cost efficiency is what everybody wanted. This is why I did it this way. I still use my really nice big cores on this unit here. They're still 43 cores, but I built a very strong, very reliable unit. So my suggestion as far as what you can and can't do, I've already did it to it. Obviously, we ain't broke it. We dumped over 125 watts of drive into this thing at 14.7, and it didn't break. It's very reliable. What will break this amplifier is what? Your standing wave. So standing wave is going to eat these things alive. So if you think you're going to go out there and talk on a 1.5, you're a fool. Better dig in your pockets and get ready to buy some new pills, because guess what? You're not going to take and blow a pill. Let me get this out in the air right now. Y'all blow a pill in this box, plan on repilling it. All of them. Because you're not going to go over here and grab a brand new 2879 HG and say, oh man, I blew a pill, I need another one. I only need one because I blew one pill. It's not going to work. You know why? Because there's a gain number on here. See that gain? It says 64. This was checked at the factory. The little Chinese guy took and he wrote that number on there, 64. All right, and that's what it was tested at. Now, you can take and go get your little testers, hook them up, and read them, and you're not going to see this number. See that? You're not going to see that number. At 64, it's not going to happen. Might flip it over and you'll see maybe 44. Okay, so they have a different machine than what we use. Cool. I don't care what that damn machine says as long as they match. And going back to what I'm talking about here is, if you blow any of these 4 pills in any of these brand new HG boxes, plan on repilling it. If you send it back to me, I'm giving all your pills back, including the blown one. So if you blow it again, guess what? Now you have a part for repair. So understand what I'm saying. This isn't, oh, hey man, you blew a pill, you got to repill it. And that guy is going to keep your other 3 pills. Punch him in the face and say, you're going to rip me off. I want my pills back. I don't keep parts. I don't keep used parts. I don't put used parts in a box except for a repair. Well, here's the problem that we have right now. We don't have any used HG2879s. They don't exist. We're all buying them and we're using them. We're putting them in equipment. And guess what? As far as I know, people ain't been blowing these things up. But another thing I know is there's not a lot of these units floating around yet. As people do dumb stuff to these amplifiers, they're going to break them. Then, if you do, my suggestion as an end user, repill the unit. They're $30 a piece. Guess what? You have 3 more tries to get your shit right after you repill it. So, just wanted to cover that because, yeah, sure, there's abundance of Toshiba boxes out there. With that said, there is a fit for these transistors. They will work in those old amplifiers. So if you have a blown up Toshiba box, prepare yourself to pay $30 a transistor for the part. Then prepare yourself to change your tuning networks for it to work. If you think that you buy these pills off eBay or wherever you can get them, and you're going to drop them in your old Toshiba box, it may work, but it's not going to function to full ability. So, anyhow, we got a lot of stuff we talked about, covered, and we ran this box and it ran extremely well. And we're going to run it again. Brian, I'm not trying to break it, dude. I'm just taking a run at it. So, here we go. 1,000 watt. Here, let's look at that again. Here, 1,000 watts RMS. And, by the way, my peak meter, yeah, it's dead batteries. Left it on for 3 days. So, here we go. Audio. Looks like about 620 watts. Is that correct? Close enough. 620. It could have been 640, but and let's see my drive. Yo, 115, 20. Pretty awesome. Where's more volts? Yo, 14 set all day long. Anyway, guys. I am going over here and I'm going to try to find me a beer because I'm thirsty. I'm going to cut this stuff off. I don't know where Zip's at. I see Molly. Hi, Molly. You good girl. Yeah. Where's Zip? Zip. Damn it, man. I ain't got a beer down here. Anyway, there we go. I'm going upstairs. I'm getting me a beer. You guys have a nice night. Damn, dog. Trip me. You guys have a good night. I'm going to take and get me a Cat Pick and Cold beer. I'm going to cut this stuff off. So, there you go. Hey, there's Zippy. Say hi to everybody on Facebook. You say, hi, Zip. Molly, you got to go out. Zip, get her. Kill. Kill. There you go, man. Yeah, see ya. Bye, Tijuana Mama. There we go, man. Let the dogs out. You guys have a good evening. It's nice out here, but it's cold. And it's dark. That's my backyard. That's my front yard. Look, we can... When I see it, I just seen it. There. Bud Light. Look, I'm a giraffe. I'm a giraffe. Looks like a giraffe. Holy moly. Ah. The apple, that cobra. Alright guys, I'm cracking this beer. I'm thirsty. Zip's wanting in. Woo! Brian, hope you sell a whole bunch of tickets, my friend. I did what I did for you. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Y'all have a good night. I'm done something. This has been brought to you by Bud Light.